Today we are going to experiment with static site generation for the WordPress website. And to do this experiment, we are going to use my personal blog, that is sumitpore.in. On this website, the home page is a separate HTML file, whereas the blog section is using WordPress. I have replicated this website on my local machine using the software called as local by Flywheel. So here is the home page on the local machine, and now here is the blog section. Using static site generation, I am looking at two benefits. First is improved page speed, and the second is reduced hosting cost. Because with static site generation, I can use a low-end server to serve my files. Let us quickly check the current page speed of the website. To do that, we are going to install Lighthouse CLI. You might ask why we are not using the Lighthouse that comes with the dev tools. The reason behind this is there are a lot of things that usually interfere with the page speed when we are using Lighthouse that comes with the dev tools. So let's quickly install this Lighthouse CLI and then we will check the page speed of local website as well as the live website. Now we will go into our local website. I have created this folder called as Lighthouse where we will be storing the results of our page speed experiments. Let's go there and npm install Lighthouse. So Lighthouse is installed. Now we will run the Lighthouse CLI now. So node modules, let's go into node modules. Inside this we should have Lighthouse. Then we can give the URL. Our local URL is this, and then there is /view. Okay, so on local website it is around 91. Let us also check the live website. Okay, so the live website is giving the performance of 90. So now that these two things are set, let's start with the static site generation. To do that, on our local website, we'll have to install a plugin called as WP2 static. So to search that, we'll go to WP2 static Github. From here, we are going to download the code, or maybe we can just do git clone. Since this is a plugin, we will have to do this inside our plugins directory. So let's do this. Let's go inside this files, app, public, wp content, plugins, and let's open this in new item 2 tab here. Here we are going to do git clone. Okay, so git clone is done. We'll go inside WP2 static, right? Composer install. Okay, so dependencies have been installed. Let's go to our website. Inside installed plugins, we should be able to see WP2 static now. So here is this static plugin available. Let's go here. So after installing WP2 static, we will need to ask it to generate the static site version of our website. So we'll just click here, generate static site. And to see the progress, we'll have to click here, refresh logs. While it is being creating a static site generation, we will go here and generate or run Lighthouse again. So in our last run, we were directly hitting /blog. And since I'm using a CDN, I think the HTML which was served last time was through CDN. So let's see when there is no CDN in the picture, then how much speed we get. So all I'm gonna do is say no CDN is equal to true and run Pagespeed again. Okay, so that means when there is no CDN, we are getting the performance of around 56. Should we run it once again? Okay, now 84. Lighthouse is such a tool where you can't really rely on the first results. It always keeps changing. So in the first we got 56, in the second run we got 86. Let's run it one more and the last time. Okay, so it is 85. So let us say in the non-CDN mode, we are getting 85, right? Let's quickly write down our current results. So the first is on local, we got around 96. Oh, what is it? 91. On live with CDN, we got 90. And live without CDN, let's say it's something around 85, 84. Let's say 84. So these are current speed. Now let's go back to our local website. So here it seems static site generation is completed. Let's go and check the cache. So here it is showing that WP2 static has created around 81.16 MB of static website. Now let's quickly check this our website on our file system. So this generated static website is stored inside our WP content, uploads, and WP2 static processed site. So here is the website that it has created. Let's try to access one of the, okay, so here we are inside blog, and if we open it, yeah, now we are seeing that there is no styling here. Why is that? Let's go and do inspect, and there are a lot of console error it seems. Okay, why is this console error? Oh, so here if you see, the domain that it is trying is https://example.com, right? So this is the wrong domain because we don't have this domain. Now to fix this error, what we'll have to do is we need to go to options and then set our deployment URL or the production URL. What I'm gonna do right now is, because we are doing the testing, I'll quickly spin up another website. I'm gonna go here and maybe we can say some is static. So using local only, we are creating this one more website. This all things doesn't matter because this is anyway going to be a static website. There is not going to be any WordPress, but since we are using local, I'm just using its interface to create the website. So our website is ready now. Let's go to its file system and delete the WordPress from there, because we are not going to need WordPress here in this static website. Okay, so we have removed everything inside public. Now what we will do is we will create the static site again and then paste the all HTML files inside our new website. So let's first grab our site name, that is sumitpore.static. Let's go to our local website. We will add it here, static. Let's do save options. We'll go to run again, create the static site again. Okay, so static site generation is complete. We will go to the directory where WP2 static usually generates this static site. That was inside app public WP content uploads WP static process website. Let's copy everything from this and go to the document root of our static site that we created. Now if we go to the sumitpore.static, we see here. Let's ignore the home page for now and check all other pages. So inside blog, we have our blog here. Here is the content of the blog. If you go to the next page, pagination is working fine as well. This category links is also working fine. So things are working fine now. Now if you observe in this process, what we have achieved is our static website is a separate website, and now our WordPress is a different website. So in other terms, we have actually differentiated or separated our front end and the back end. So now if I deploy this website anywhere, I don't have to deploy WordPress along with it. All I just need to deploy is this final HTML. So now let's start with the process of deploying this final HTML. But before that, let's do one quick test. Let's also do the speed test of this blog page. Again, we are going to go here and run the lighthouse test. Okay, so now it is 93. Let's run it one more time. And now it is 94. So let's go back to our results sheet, and here local new is now 94. So earlier it was 91 and now it is 94. But this is on local. We'll have to check how it really performs when we deploy it. And to do this deployment, I'm going to use Netlify. So what Netlify will allow us is to host a static website. Let's go here. Let's go to netlify.com. When I log in here, inside Netlify, let's go to sites. We'll create new site from Git. So let's do this. Let's go to Github and we'll create one repository. So that is there. We'll make it a private. We don't have to do anything else right now. We'll just copy this. Okay, so this is the website. Let's go to the Netlify again. Let's see if we can find a website. Yes, so here is the website that we are adding, and now this is the page here. Okay, now we will have to go to our GitHub repo and we'll need to add some content here. So I'll quickly add something in this repository. Go here. Yeah. This is now. Okay, so we are here. I'll copy everything. Okay, so now if we go here, so there is some content inside this. Again, yeah, now here is the main inside a base directory, base command. I think our base directory is going to be the main directory itself, so we don't have to do anything about it, and all we are going to do is deploy a site. Yeah, we are going to do custom domain, but that will be later. So let's just go here and check the website. There is nothing right now. Now what we will do is we will copy this. Again, let's go back here, generate the HTML for this domain. Let's go here, generate a static website. The static site generation is complete now. What I think is it will be a better idea if we connect the output directory of WP2 static to our Git repo directly, so that whenever it generates a new website, we can easily push to our GitHub repo. So let's do that as well. So we are going inside our website, app, public, WP content, uploads. So this was the website. Let's open it in the terminal. And now let's do git init. Yes, now we can go to, maybe we can create a new branch called as git checkout -b main. Okay, let's connect it to the remote repo, which is this. So now we are connected to the main branch. Let's do ls-al. Yes, so all our websites are here, including the readme file that we had pushed before. We do git status. Yes, so these are all the files. Let's quickly add all the files and push them. Git commit -m static site generation one. Okay, let's quickly do git push origin main. All right, so it is done. We will go here, then we will change the base directory. Okay, I think something is running here. Okay, cool. Let's again ignore the home page. Let's add this blog. Cool. Looks like things are working now. Okay. All right. Now if we go here, how to? Yes. Now let's do this. Let's go to the blog section again, and we will run our Pagespeed again. Wow. Let's do it once more. All right, so now we have moved to 97. That is live. It's not yet live, but yeah, similar live similar. It's something similar to live, and that is again without Syrian. So now without Syrian we are reaching to 97. Earlier we were at 84, and now we are at 97. Okay, so the next step is we will have to point our domain to Netlify so that every time the website is served through Netlify only. Now to do that, but before we do that, we will have to fix our homepage, right? Because except homepage, everything else is looking fine. We go here. Now we go to the, okay, we go to the homepage. And here on the homepage, it is a problematic situation. Now to fix this homepage, let's first check what are the problems with the homepage right now. Okay, it can't find all the assets which are needed. So what I'm gonna do is I'll pull all the assets which are required for the homepage. Those are present in app public. Here all of them should be present. Homepage.html, we have here critical css, bundle.js, then I guess we have assets file as well. Here it is. All right, then let's go here, copy all this stuff inside WP content, uploads, our processed site. We have here index.html, which is already serving our homepage, so we don't have to worry about it. But then, except that, we have all other files which are required to display our homepage properly. Now let's push things again to the homepage. All right, git add, git commit -m, fix homepage, git push origin name. Go and try the homepage again. I'm not sure if it has deployed. Oh yes, the deployment is complete. We can see our homepage here now. Awesome. Let's see if the JavaScript is working fine. Yes, it is. Cool. So that means now we have our homepage as well. Okay. Now the last step that remains is to point to our Netlify. Since I'm using a CDN, that is a Cloudflare CDN, I'll have to go into Cloudflare CDN to point it to the Netlify. And to do that, change site name we will need here. Okay, but then where is the information for the custom domain? Okay, here is this, add a custom domain. That is going to be sumitpore.in verify. Already has another, yes, add domain. We could not provision a list certificate for your custom domain. That is fine because CDN, our Cloudflare will automatically take care of HTTPS website. Check DNS configuration. Create an A record pointing to the our load balancer. Okay. So now we will have to go to our Cloudflare and change the IP address to this one. I'm going to log in here. Inside Cloudflare now, let's go to the CDN DNS, and inside DNS we will have to change the IP addresses here. So I'm gonna set a new IP address, edit. Okay, I don't even have a cPanel now, so I don't have to really worry about it. Let's just change the main IP address. I'm gonna put it to I'm gonna put it as this. Save. Now check if this importer.in is coming from the alright. Now if I do WP domain, it shouldn't work. Yes. So WP-admin is not there. That means this is not a WordPress website. This is just a static HTML website. Let's go here and click on blog. Let's once check. That is fine because it's not being sent. Analytics. Which is also fine. What about all this? And now we will run it for our deployed website. Because that is the reason that we are getting here the Netlify app domain. So now static site generation is complete. Let's go to our website here. And we should see changes in the many pages. It's fine. So let's git add, git commit, change domain, git push region. Let's check in the network tab. Yes. And run it again. Now we have reached to 93. We are going to run it again. On the live website now we are getting 97. Now this is again without Syrian. Now this is actual live. New deployment, live without Syrian. Again we are getting 97. Now we will check with Syrian. So here we are going to remove this query parameter. This is 96. We'll do it again. new deployment with CDN, we are getting 97. From 90 we have reached 97. From 84 we have reached 97. On local, earlier it was 91, we have reached to 94. And this was a temporary deployment which we can now remove, and this is our final results. Old and new. So let's quickly go through the benefits that we have achieved in this new approach. First of all, our WP admin is not exposed anymore, so our backend part is safe. In fact, in my current case, the all content management is happening on my local machine. I don't have to do it on the internet. It will always happen on the local machine. But in your case, if there are multiple editors, then in that case we can deploy this content management part onto some other low-end server, because since there are not going to be many editors who will be accessing your website, therefore we can have a separate server for them where they can manage the content. So from the security point of view, our WP admin, WordPress admin is now no longer being exposed. It is safe. Second part, because WordPress is no longer the part of our front end, it is not going to interfere with the page speed. So we have achieved the page speed. So the third benefit is reduced hosting charges. Earlier I was using some hosting provider to host my content, the whole website. Now in my case, I don't have to do that. In broader aspect, we can look at it something like this. All we need some place on the internet which can have or which can save or hold our HTML files, and all we need to do is point our DNS records to that particular place which is holding those HTML files, right? So if you are not using Netlify, maybe you can use AWS S3, which can hold the HTML files. So these are the three advantages that we got in today's approach. If you have any comments or have any doubts, connect me on Twitter or on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. Have a nice day ahead. Bye-bye.